Hey everybody, and welcome to the Bullshit Party! And in this one, we're going to be taking a close look at the new podium vehicle, the Futo GTX. And yes, it's that thing right over there. As always, I'm going to be telling you about its exterior, about its interior, the way it's customized in Los Santos Customs, and ultimately the goal of this video is to tell you if it's worth it or not. Now with that out of the way, let's start with the 360 on the vehicle while I give you some facts about it. First and foremost, this vehicle, if you couldn't tell, is part of the sports category in GT Online. It was released with the Los Santos Tuners DLC, so basically middle 2021, so 2.5 years ago as of the making of the video. And in-game it's gonna cost you $1.6 million for its regular price, and its real-world inspiration is the Toyota Sprinter Treno, basically IAE86 something. I'm not familiar with it, to be perfectly honest, but it is what it is. In terms of interactivity, this is what you can do with the vehicle. You can open both of its doors, the hood and the trunk. And that's a beautiful engine over there. I believe this one should be a 4-cylinder, but yeah, beautiful engine. Well, actually, that makes sense. It's a 4-cylinder. In any case, yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The exterior is very, very, very retro Toyota-y. Even though I'm not, as I said, familiar with the original vehicle this one is based on, it feels very fitting for mid to late 80s Toyota. But this is not the special feature the vehicle has. I'm going to be showing you a little bit later more special feature, but for now, notice that the vehicle has a lower stance. This is because, as I said in the beginning, it was released with the Los Santos Tuners DLC, which means we can make the vehicle higher and slam it to the ground. And for the record, it came slammed, so I'm gonna be keeping it as it is. As for the interior, only one way to find that out, and that's to jump in. And yeah, definitely screams 80s. As for the way the vehicle sounds, however, very delicious. Now, the feature that I wanted to show you is this. Pop-up headlights! How cool is that? That's so awesome. You guys know that I'm a sucker for basically moving parts on vehicles, aside from the wheels, of course. Now, let's see what type of drivetrain we're dealing with here. And this is, confirmed, a rear-wheel drive vehicle. Now, with that out of the way, let's go to Los Santos Customs and customize this bad boy. And as always, on our way there, I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts and impressions of the stock version of the vehicle. Now, first and foremost, this is literally my first time driving it, so yep, so far so good. This has never been on the podium before, which is a nice change of pace. Thank you, Rockstar. Even though this was kind of a... Nah, let's save judgment for the end. It came with the Los Santos Tuners DLC, which means it's probably going to have a lot of customization, which, again, is going to be a nice change of pace compared to most recent podium vehicles. Handling is, honestly, really fun. It has this sliding quality that I can't really describe, but it's very... Wow, it's almost like you're driving on ice, but kind of with winter tires on and chains on. I don't know how to explain it. It's very slidey, but it's also very manageable. Really cool. This is, again, because we have slammed the vehicle to the ground, as you saw a little bit ago. And acceleration, very decent for its class. No, the brakes are okay, but I gotta say, the star of the show so far for me is the way the vehicle handles. It's just so effortless, and just look at how beautiful I crashed. Whoops. And yeah, and really excited to see what the customization of this is gonna be, so let's go in. And as said before, the Futo GTX is part of the sports category in GT Online. Even though it kind of looks like a compact car, it's not. You can sell it for $10,000. Wow, I almost sold it there. That would have been a short video. Let's repair the vehicle and upgrade all the performance options up front so we don't forget anything at the end. And as I said, this one came with the Los Santos Tuners DLC, so as you can see, a lot of things to upgrade even on the engine. For now, let's just focus on performance and move on to the turbo and transmission. Now let's see, transmission and turbo, and we are done. Wow, we have a window spoiler, so cool. Now let's see, starting off with the chassis. Wow, we have a lot of things to customize. I gotta say, this has to be one of the best DLCs Rockstar has ever given us. Just by the sheer, of course, this is just one person's opinion, but you guys know that I love customizing my cars, and I gotta say, I really like being able to fully modify. Ooh, more lights, more better. to be able to fully modify my vehicle. Do I want this one, or do I want this one, or do I want this one? I gotta say, more lights, more better, as I say, so let's go with that one. Roll cage, not necessary. Let's see, next up, we can modify the engine. And as you can see, we have a plethora of different options. We can customize the look of the block, we can customize the cam cover. Oh, this is so cool. Too bad it cost $40,000, but it is really cool. You know what? Screw it. It's just so cool. And see, when you just press the gas pedal, it moves and shifts and, you know, reacts as you'd expect. It's such a cool attention to detail right there. We can put a stunt brace on. I mean a strut brace. Can't speak for some reason today. Let's see. Do we want to do that? No, I don't think so. Air filters. I think I prefer the vehicle filterless. Yep. And the engine tune we already did. Now, customizing the exhaust. I remember this DLC had some, I was gonna say interesting exhaust options, but that's definitely interesting. Let's see. It had the, yep, that's the one that I was thinking of. Nice. And yeah, how does that work even? Yeah, it doesn't seem very practical. Oh, it's a heart. Speaking of hearts, I am actually gonna go with this one because, well, why not? Fenders. We can actually heavily modify the fenders and put some carbon on it. Retro wide body or the secondary. Let's go with the secondary. Why not? Headlights. And we can basically make the vehicle a little bit cross-eyed. That's so funny. No, I think I prefer the stock headlight. It's called left sleepy eye, and this is called a drowsy eye. It's so funny. Hood. Now, I have some hopes for this, that we're gonna have a translucent hood, that we're gonna be able to see all that magic happening underneath. Oh yes, yes. Beautiful. Nice. In this case, let's just go back to the engine and also upgrade the block. Yeah, let's gonna go with the... Oh my god, this is so expensive. In any case, interior. Wow, I can modify the dash somewhat. Well, actually, not somewhat. $20,000. I'm a sucker for this. Yep, I'm definitely gonna be spending a lot of money on this vehicle. Now, let's see. We can modify also the seats. Although I kind of like the stock ones. Nah, you know what? I think I'm gonna be going with a red secondary color, so might as well make the seat belts red. Steering wheel. Since I don't play in first person, I just want to see which one looks best from the outside. Yep, they are basically all the exact same. So, not gonna be spending money on that. Lights. No, thank you. We already have enough. Liveries. Now, these are all the liveries we can choose from, and I actually like the rusted livery Rockstar gave us, because this is the podium vehicle after all. One thing that I don't like is that they chose a metallic color for the paint. So, tell you what, I'm actually going to be keeping the rusted look, but I am going to be going with a matte paint, because it's going to look cooler. You'll see, I promise you, it's going to look better. We can, I believe, remove the license plate from the front, or not. Interesting. We can go with the non-option, which is having a license plate. And we can have a plate that's crossed out. Interesting. Okay, tell you what, let's go with this one, because why not? Cost $6,000. License plate on the rear. Does that change the one on the front as well? It does. Nice attention to detail. Once again, Rockstar was paying attention when they were designing this DLC. I'm really hoping the next one in a couple of months is going to be like this. Respraying the vehicle is going to be something that we do at the end of our stay at Los Santos Customs. Oh, that's so fitting. Just have a pair of extra tires. Why not? Not going to be going with any of that. Side panel. Maybe the secondary color, something. Side skirts, we can also go with, you know what, I think I'm gonna go with the secondary one. Spoiler, once again, the only visual component that has any impact on the traction and performance of the vehicle. As you can see, the traction bar is increased just by a little bit when you select anything else than the stock spoiler. And, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be overcompensating for this one, so let's go with, probably the low lip spoiler. They have the exact same increase on the traction, so it doesn't really matter which one you choose, it's just a personal preference. We can slam the vehicle to the ground, even though I don't really like how it looks. Although... Yeah, let's go with the sport suspension. Transmission turbo we already did. Wheels... let's go with nice muscly, maybe sports car wheels. Definitely not sports car wheels. Street wheels. Probably the better option. Ooh, those wheels look kind of fitting. And I believe those are the ones Rockstar gave us. If I wasn't... kind of close. So, let's see. Maybe these ones? And I'm only customizing the wheels, by the way, because I want to be able to change their color. Because I have a lot in mind and, for the colors of these vehicles. Let's see now. Oh, this reminds me of a BMW X5 rim for some reason. In any case, let's see now. I think I want to go with... yeah, let's go with this one. $30,000. Bye-bye. Whoa, we have track wheels as well. Yeah, those are not as nice. Tire design. We have a lot of tire design options to choose from. And of course, we're going to go with our favorite. Say it with me. Fukaru. Yep. We're gonna go with red and windows. Why not go with the... Oh, this is so awesome. Just look at how the vehicle looks. But tell you what, I want to be able to look at the... I don't want to go with the light smoke tint on the no tint. Let's go with the light smoke tint, why not? And, whoops, definitely not want to be doing that. Window spoiler. Oh my god, we have a secondary spoiler. And this one doesn't have any impact on the traction, so I'm probably not even going to be bothering. Well, let's go with the secondary color. Bumpers. Interesting. This is usually the first thing that we can choose from, but I guess this, in this case, it's the last for some reason. The white body raised bumper is something that I like. Rear bumpers. Very modest, but this one looks kind of cute. Bumper accessories, and yeah, that's pretty much invisible. Although it's an extra heart, so yeah, why not? $11,000 down the toilet. Now, it's that time of the video where we collectively choose a color for the vehicle. And for this week, you guys helped me out to choose. And most of you voted for a gray vehicle. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And hopefully you're gonna like the outcome that we are gonna come to in just a little bit. Please don't forget to... Ooh, this looks nice. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed so you can participate in those polls. Now let's go with the secondary color, and again with... wow, it's probably not gonna be... I'm thinking it's probably not gonna be red because it's just so this... yeah, I don't like red. It's probably best to be something like this. Wow. This is gonna be such a cool looking vehicle. I gotta say, I'm really happy by how it's turning out. Yeah, let's gonna go with yellow. Let's gonna go with yellow. By English. Accent colors. This is probably only gonna be visible from the inside, so I don't really care. Yep, definitely don't care about that. And the crew emblem, of course, is gonna be slapped on the side. And the last piece of the puzzle is, if you remember, we have custom rims on the vehicle, so this means we can customize them in terms of color. Probably not gonna be going with this one. Now let's see, probably gonna go with something red, just so it matches the accent of the... Oh, it looks so cool. But you know what? I think I want to go with a different design option. I would think I want to go with... Oh, there's no yellow Fukaru? Oh, that's so sucky. Nah, never mind. Let's go with the red one, and we are out of here. And here we are on the outside, and I gotta admit, I'm compensating a little bit for something with all these headlights. Speaking of headlights, they pop up. That's so cool. And I gotta say, all of them work, which is a nice surprise. I wasn't really sure if that was gonna be the case. And yeah, wow, this is, I gotta tell you, oh, this is an entirely different vehicle, by the way. Wow, you see the power? This is insanely improved in terms of torque. Let's see if it's still a rear-wheel drive vehicle. Gotta be sure, and in fact it is. But wow, oh wow, how much powerful it is. Just the difference is insane. And I gotta say, it handles so nicely and smoothly. And for the record, you're probably not gonna win any races by, you know, driving it in the lowered stands. But I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. I think it's just supposed to be a fun drifting machine that you can just take around and drift with your buddies on the weekend. And for that, I gotta say, this vehicle is superb. Wow, I'm really impressed by how the vehicle handles, by its acceleration, tops, everything. Everything is just, it's such a nice package. $1.5 million is kind of steep, even though most vehicles these days are either 1.2 or 1.5 starting price. Yeah, I don't know if I'd pay that for it. Something that I want to test is, let's see now, vehicle, and we can go with the normal stance. Which is, that's so, oh, that's so cool. Let's see, the normal stance is, yeah, it's a little bit less slidey, as expected, but still a lot of fun. Driving the vehicle this way is probably gonna be a little bit better for racing, but I gotta say, my preferred choice of driving this one is gonna be lowered, so we're gonna be lowering it once again, and, yeah. I wasn't expecting to like this one as much, I gotta be honest. When I first saw it on the podium, I was a little bit skeptical, probably like most of you guys watching the video right now. But I gotta say, this is 100% worth it, especially if you're getting it for free from the Lucky Wheel, which is the case for this week because this is the current podium vehicle. And if you don't know how to get it for free, go to my channel and watch my tutorial. I make videos every single week helping you guys win that week's Lucky Wheel podium vehicle. And in conclusion, I gotta say, is this worth it? Absolutely! It's a cool looking vehicle, and I think it's the only vehicle that I have or ever will have that has a heart as an exhaust. And with that, I think it's time to end the video. It's a really cool vehicle. Go ahead, get it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, consider becoming a channel member, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. I don't know if you guys saw, but it has a heart for an exhaust. A heart!